Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, everyone. And thank you so much for watching. What is good, guys? I am Jade. If you're new here, so today let's talk about Mercy Johnson. Mercy Johnson recently announced that she has cancer. Now, she's already taking treatment for the cancer and hopefully it's in remission. She also discussed life-changing procedure that she had to do to save her life and also how she's now on medication for the rest of her life. Messi mentioned this during her she has this cooking show on YouTube, and so every now and then she would invite Nollywood celebrities or influencers or whatever to come on her show. And so the person that she invited this time around was Joke Silva. We all know Joke Silva now, who's currently helping her husband, who is right now dealing with dementia. So Joke Silva was talking about her, the way her life changed as a result of her father's sorry, why am I saying her father? My goodness. As a result of her husband's illness. And so I guess in the heat of the moment or whatever, Macy Johnson decided to also share something that was personal and that she had not shared with anyone before. So this is what Macy Johnson said. I got this from Vanguard. So I'm going to read it to you. So it says Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson has shared for the first time how she overcame cancer and had a procedure that changed her life. The actress made this known in a recent edition of her cooking show on YouTube when she was joined by Joke Silva as a special guest for a conversation. Mercy Johnson questioned Joke Silva about the health of her husband Olu Jacob during the program. Joke's remark was followed by Mercy Johnson's account of how she was given lifelong medication after receiving a cancer diagnosis. So this is what Mercy Johnson said. Audie and I have actually been here and have never discussed it where we're like a scare. I had a cancer scare in quote, and I had like my thyroid removed, and it was like a journey for us because we had kids. My last was 6 months at the time, and then we kept on saying, okay, we have to understand that this is the new us. Let's go get the surgery done. And then we got there. They said I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life. And it was a reality that we had to sit down, them giving me a timing and telling me you can't miss your medication once you wake up that day. That's the first thing, telling me all the side effects. So I'm reconciling with this. I'm reconciling with this. You're saying it's the truth. At the point you realize this is where we are, let's grow from here. Let's live in this comfort zone. So this is Mercy Johnson basically saying that she was giving medication, she was placed on medication for the rest of her life, which can't be easy, obviously. I mean, your life pretty much revolves around that now. Everything you do, you have to consciously think about it. But I'm glad that she's sharing this. So I really am glad that she's sharing this. But I wish she would have said more. The reason why I say I wish, and I understand, she's entitled to her privacy. She's allowed to share what she wants to share and not share what she doesn't want to share. I get that. I wrote the book on that, so to speak. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you have reached a point in your life where you feel comfortable sharing certain things, I think you should go all the way, you know, because all of this, just reading through this, I haven't watched the video on her YouTube. You guys can go and check it out. But just reading all this, all I just hear is vagueness and vagueness and vagueness. There is no specification. You could be saving a lot of lives, which I am sure is the reason why she felt a need to actually come out and discuss this. But I also think that she should have gone all the way. You don't know who's watching you, who's going through the same experience and just wanting to hear what you have to say, or look, praying to God for somebody who can really articulate whatever it is that they are feeling. And then for them to hear you talking about something but not really talking about it, I don't know, I think, like I said, it can be easy for her, but I really wish she would have gone all the way. Like Joke Silva here, who really is dealing with something that she's speaking about. For a very long time, she kept it to herself. She didn't say anything. But when she was ready to talk, she really was ready to talk. That's what I'm saying. I always tell people, don't ever divulge certain things about your life or situations or whatever it is that you're going through until you're ready to talk about it. But then when you are ready, be ready, because there are going to be questions. Don't divulge information that is going to leave more questions than answer. Don't divulge information that's going to cause people to start scratching their heads and thinking, what was the point of this again? Like, you didn't really say anything. You said a whole lot of nothing. But like in the case of Madame Joke Silva, who, like I stated, her husband is battling dementia. The minute she decided that she was going to speak about it, she started to talk about it. And a lot of people commiserated with her, not just because it was a painful thing to deal with, because it's basically she's living her life and also living her husband's life. That's the way it is for her now. But also because there are people who might be going through the same thing, and they feel so isolated and they feel so alone. They feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulder. I cannot begin to tell you how relieved a lot of people would have felt hearing Madame Joke Silva talk about her experience, talk about her husband in such a loving and amazing way. And she got a lot of support too. People who were wondering where she has been all this time, why she hasn't been acting, you know, so they realized that, oh, this is what has been keeping her away. And, lately they gave her so much support that she's now even getting roles again, and there is no judgment. And I just, that's how I feel. I feel like if celebrities have things that they want to talk about and they feel like they are ready to talk about it, I think that they should talk about it wholeheartedly. Don't hold anything back. It is not a clickbait. This is about life. Okay. Don't say enough to get your name trending and then go back into hiding or whatever. I think if you make a decision to like speak out, then really, really speak out. But anyways, this is what I got from Punch News. Shout out to Punch. So this is what they said about Madame Joke Silva. It says how I cope with Olu Jacob's ailment. So she was having a conversation with Mercy Johnson, like I said before, while they were, doing the show that is currently on YouTube. So so let me just read what Punch said. Punch says veteran Nollywood actress Joke Silva has said that she has reached a place of acceptance with respect to the ailment that her husband Olu Jacob is battling. She made this known in an episode of actress Mercy Johnson Okojie cooking series. When asked how she has been coping with her husband Olu Jacob's ailment, Silva responded, well, I think for me, it was getting to the place of acceptance. Sometimes when a partner starts exhibiting some things, there will be the religious side, all those prayers and things. Exactly. I think people, listen, nobody believes in God more than me. I can guarantee you that. But let me tell you, there's a reason why God blessed all these medical experts, these professionals with the brain, because God cannot be coming down from heaven to help us every time. Okay, that's why God blessed all these medical professionals, blessed them with the brain to discover new things, treatments, or whatever. So please, the people that are always saying, oh God, pray to God, there are some things that you need prayer for. And then there are some things that you need common sense. Okay, there are some things that you just need medicine. Okay. And I say this is important because I have been told so many times situations where some people will go to their pastor after they have received a diagnosis that is not really good. They'll go to their pastors, and their pastors will say to them, they will tell the pastor the prognosis, they will tell the pastor everything that the medical experts related to them. And then the next thing that will come out of their pastor's mouth is all the money that you are projecting to use for your treatment, just use it to buy olive oil, use it to buy one handkerchief, use it to buy this, use it to buy water, and let me pray for you. Please don't do that, okay? Please don't do that, because now for where you day, in spite of all the oils, all the waters, holy waters, all the handkerchiefs that you bought, you still contracted those illnesses that you have. Okay, please don't fall for that okey doke. I beg of you. Don't fall for it. If your pastor is telling you that, just know that that pastor is not of God. Okay, the Bible says faith without work is dead. There are instances where you need spiritual guidance and spiritual interventions. And then there are instances where you need medical interventions. Please do not substitute one for the other. Please do not substitute your health for because your pastor said, give me the money instead. Somebody actually came here some time ago. We were discussing something like this. And then this person came and said that I believe they were planning to travel to the UK. And so around that time, they got a diagnosis. They had eye problem or whatever, and they needed surgery, right? So the doctor told them that they're going to need surgery to fix whatever is going on. And so this person said they reached out to their pastor, to like tell the pastor about the diagnosis, about what's going on. And then the pastor said that how much did they tell you the surgery is going to cost? And this person said they told the pastor how much the surgery is going to cost. And the pastor said, don't do the surgery. Just give me the money and let us pray for you. Let us conduct a prayer session for you and buy you oil and all of that. And like, can you imagine? And then the person, thank God the person did not listen, no, so the person held off and traveled to the UK. And when they got to the UK, they subsequently got surgery to repair what needed to be repaired. Okay, so a lot of these pastors are vipers, in case you don't know. A lot of them are vipers, a lot of them are retired armed robbers. Okay, they just found better ways to make money that is not subject to them ending up in prison or being killed or something, and that's why a lot of them are just evil, awful people. They have no conscience. All they see when they look at you is like money signs. That's what they see when they look at you. You are a money making scheme for them. So please, if you ever if you ever receive a diagnosis and you go to a pastor, especially a pastor that you have been worshiping, a pastor whose church you've been worshiping for the longest time, right? It's not just somebody that you met along the way. And then you go there and the pastor is telling you, oh, this diagnosis that you just received, don't do anything that the doctor asks you to do. Say, bring the money, let me use it to organize people to fast and pray for you. And once they fast and pray for you, you will be fine. Don't do that. Otherwise, you just kill yourself. There are so many people that are dying. Okay, the Bible said, "My people die for lack of knowledge." There is a reason why the Bible said that. Okay, pastors only try to twist that verse to match whatever nonsense they're trying to push to you at any particular time. You know, dying for lack of knowledge, perishing for lack of knowledge is another example of perishing for lack of knowledge is giving your pastor money that is meant for your surgery. That's another example of perishing for lack of knowledge. So please don't do that, okay? So anyway, back to Madam Silva. I went on this tangent because what she said makes sense. Because when you get a diagnosis, even when she announced her diagnosis, her husband's diagnosis, when I look in the comment section wherever the story was posted, my people, it was all people basically saying, oh, may God heal him, Father the healer of Jerusalem, this and that, God will come and heal you. I was like, can you guys just be so free? Can you stop being so ignorant? Can you just do a simple Google search to know what this illness is that you're talking about? This disease, dementia. Can you please just do a simple Google search and stop embarrassing yourself? Can you please just do that? Because in the comment section, All like 99.999% of the comments were just people praying that God should please, God will intervene, God will restore him, God will make him well. God, I was like, gosh, no wonder religion is such a big booming business in that country, because most people are so stupid. They are so painfully stupid, and there is no two way about it. You can't redeem it. They are irredeemably stupid. They are irredeemably stupid. Can you just take a moment and do the research? And research just 5 minutes, you will literally get the very basic, also detailed basic information about dementia. But when you go in the comment, oh my gosh, you see people praying for her. You see people saying that, oh, you will be healed, your husband will be healed, he will be healed. Oh, Jehovah Jireh, the provider, the healer. I say, God, our people don't finish. The level of ignorance. They spend so much time scrolling and trolling all over social media, but a few seconds to actually research, a Google search will give you an idea what this illness is. But you guys want to operate from, you want to tackle it with faith. Who tell you, say, madam, before she came out to announce this, she had insulted, like she just clearly stated here, you know, when something like this happened, especially as a Nigerian person conditioned a certain way, guess what? The first thing that she would have thought as soon as her husband got that diagnosis was carrying her from one pastor to one Allah place to one imam place to one wherever. That's the first thing she probably would have done. And when she has exhausted all of her finances and everything, all to no avail, and realizing that she had been wasting her time, then the next stage is accepting the situation and then trying to just adjust to it, you know, just try and adjust to it. So our people perish for lack of knowledge. Let me tell you, it's a thing, okay? It's a serious thing. So yeah, so, anyways, continue. It says, there are also, what was I? Well, I think for me, it was getting to the place of acceptance. Sometimes when a partner starts exhibiting some things, there will be the religious side, all these prayers and things. There are also other sides that will say, oh, if you use all these natural herbs, exactly, there is also that too. Hey, God, oh, all these natural health people, my God, natural health, they will say, will cure everything. What was it that I was saying? Because there's this show that I watch, this Real Housewives of Potomac that I watch. There's this lady that is claiming now that she has fibroids, and every time that story is posted, I just go through the comment and I see people telling her, oh, you probably don't need a surgery, because this doctor, according to her, the doctor told her that she might need surgery or whatever. But when you go in the comment section and everything you hear is just basically people giving her bogus bullshit, suggestion about, oh, you need herbs, go the natural way. Like, are you, if to say natural way, really natural like that, do you think all these pharmaceutical companies that are making billions, do you think they would not have gotten on board if natural herbs are so effective, like some of you claim it? There are things, so don't get me wrong, there are times when it works, there are some, but it doesn't work for everything. Otherwise, pharmaceutical companies will be on it like they are on everything else that they can milk and make money off of. Anyway, so she says, there's also other side that will say, oh, if you use all the natural herbs and the natural this and the organic that, and you're doing everything that you're being told to do, and there is no change, it is almost like the patient is getting worse. But when you get to the stage of acceptance that this is your new reality, honestly, it's so much easier. It's so much easier. You realize this is the new season, this is your new reality. So you're working with your partner and you meet them where they are, wherever they are. You just meet them there. It's so much easier, she said. And it's true. It's true. If you stop just falling for the bullshit and falling for the okey doke, and just realize that and listen to the medical professionals, listen to the experts. These are people who went to school for years, decades. Some of them went to school for like 30 decades. Some of them are still in school, even as we speak, researching new ideas and researching new medicine, researching new products or whatever. So they, for the most part, they know exactly what they're talking about. Okay. So, yeah, if you would just, once you get to that point of acceptance that, you know what, this is my new reality, this is my new normal, it really does get better, because then you're thinking, I mean, instead of fighting it, instead of stressing myself, instead of going from pillar to post, thinking about one good herbalist there, another pastor who can see who has Jesus Christ's telephone number. Like that pastor that went viral. I said, hello, is this heaven? What do we never see for this internet, my people? Pastor literally carry a phone, typing bang, 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 and then the pastor was like, hello, is this heaven? Ah, God, we don't see. We don't see for this social media. You guys, come on, don't be fools. Don't be fooled. Don't be carried away. It's just a mess. Let me read some comments before I go. Joya Samota says, oh no. Rose Flower says, I agree with you 100%. Jessica Amos says, so sad if it is true. Not be me talking, mo. Now she use a mate talking. Speak Life to Them says, I've had the same experience of people bringing their unsolicited advices when my mom started showing the symptoms of Parkinson's disease, and BSC. We really wanted her to be well. I know, I understand. Like, you want, because you love this person. It's like you're just watching their life snuff out. Like, you're watching it happen every day. You're watching them struggle to do like the easiest things, the simplest things. And I know, I totally understand the need for you to want them to like be better, for you to want them to like, you want to get the help wherever there is help. Anyway, anybody tells you, oh, this person was able to help me, you want to go there because you love this person. You don't want them to suffer. But it gets to a point where you just have to understand, because a lot of those people that you are running to, they know that they cannot help you. They know, and that's the most painful part of it. That's why I call them heartless people. Like, they know on one glance, at a glance, they know that they cannot help you, but they will give you all the promises, all the assurance, telling you just need to do X, Y, and Z, and all of those things requires a lot of money. I have seen people go into debt, go into debt because they were trying to save their loved ones. Okay, because they went here or somebody recommended this and said, oh, this pastor or this medical or this native doctor, this herbalist prescribed this for my dad or my mom or my whatever, my husband, and it worked. I really think you should try it out. And you, because just feeling like if you don't do everything that you need to do, if you don't do everything, if you don't follow every suggestion that was offered to you, you'll feel guilty. You might just sit there thinking, gosh, maybe if I had just listened to this one person who said so and so thing worked for them, maybe my mother, my father, my husband would have been fine. And so because of that guilt that you feel, or you not wanting to leave that regret, to live to regret the fact that you didn't do what somebody suggested to you, you will run off and do it. Just be running from pillar to post, from pillar to post. And that's why, like I said, the people who continue to promote this, like the herbalists who continue to give false hope, they are heartless. Because, like I said, they know that there is nothing you can do. It's over. They know this, but they will continue to give you all this kind of suggestion because they have to milk everything. Especially, they know that this person is old, maybe this person has some savings, and they want to make sure that every savings that that person has is finished before They won't even let you go. Now it is when you start running out of money and you no longer have money that you'll now be like, well, what else is there? Because there's nothing else. It's over. The money is finished. You know. So it's a really really sad situation, and these people, they deserve, like, there is a special place in hell. I think if there really is hell, there is a special place in hell for people who intentionally mislead other people, knowing fully well that you're not going to be able to help this person, but you will just be lying to them, pretending as if you can help them, and you can't help them. So my job, with my little platform that I have, is to give people knowledge as much as I can, as much as I know, in understanding that some things are just fate. Some things are just fated. There is nothing you can do. Just, you know, accept your reality and try to live the best that you can. Live the best life that you can, because life is fleeting. Live the best life that you can. Um, some of them, especially my father, he wanted to go anywhere he's assured of healing. Yeah, because maybe he had a good life and he wants to remember everything. He wants to be able to, like, yeah, I completely understand. You know, it's a hard reality. It's really a hard reality to, like, to accept. So my heart goes out to everybody that is dealing with this, and yeah. Um but for where there was no getting better, we have accepted the is your dad still alive? Are your parents still alive? And if they are, how old are they? you know just make them, like, my advice to everybody that is dealing with this, just make that loved one as comfortable as you possibly can, because it happens to people. Sometimes some people don't go through this. Sometimes some people do. Awareness is very very important. Being aware of what's going on so that you're not cajoled, so that you're not in a situation where somebody is just taking you for a ride. Somebody is just milking everything off of you. So, and as for Mercy Johnson, hopefully she continues to get well. Hopefully she continues to take her medication, and hopefully she continues to get better. And yeah, no wonder she's doing all this job, because I'm sure the medication is not cheap either. I hope she continues to get better, Mercy Johnson. Um, okay. Oh, so your mom is the one with Parkinson's, but your dad is all right. So your dad was always taking her wherever was suggested that there was a cure or treatment or something. Wow. He wanted to remember her in a way, in the way that she was. And yeah, like, I get that. I get that. But I'm also happy that you guys are now, especially your dad, is now coming to terms with it. It's just life. It's just life. It's a circle of life. So yeah, yeah. She says exactly. Yeah. So on that note, you guys, what else was I going to say? I saw this video. I don't know if I should play the video, Jerry. I don't know if I should play this video, but um, as for Mercy Johnson, I really hope that she just continues to, continues to heal and continues to tell the truth, not be this half truth where she they talk. So yeah, it's really hard on him. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Poor guy. I mean, this is the wife of his youth. This is somebody that they spent their life together. It can't be easy. It can't be easy. But yeah, life is life. Hmm. My issue is with all those people that know that they cannot help you, but they will continue to give you false hope, selling you pipe dreams, telling you, oh, this one, that one, and the other one, even though they know in their heart of hearts that it's over for that person. There is nothing. You just have to deal with it. But they want to make sure that that person exhausts every single savings that they had. It is such a selfish thing to do. It is so selfish, you know, so selfish. Like, you can help this person, but you will just continue to lie to this person, and giving them false hope, telling them this is this one, or is the other one is the next. It's sickening. It's sickening. Just really, it's really, really unfair, guys. Please don't be cajoled, though. Don't let anybody fool you guys, eh? Don't let anybody tell you take your money, because a lot of these people, what end up happening, because they have spent so much money on medicine, on treatment that is not realistic, that is not bound to produce any kind of result, any kind of positive result. They end up dying with nothing to their name, putting the children in debt. Okay, you can't go and tell the person now, the bogus herbalist, that, oh, come and give me back my money. The medication that you gave me did not work. The suggestions that you made did not work, because you can't do that. Because first of all, they did not force you, you know it's not like they forced you, they put a gun to your head and forced you to release the money to something that you did on your own volition. So you're just gonna have to deal with that on your own. And it's not fair, but that's just life. Life is not fair. So hopefully people are able to, like, learn from these things. And I just, back to what I was saying about Mercy Johnson, I just really hope that she would have really opened up, really, really opened up, will not be all this one way she they do. So hey, really tell people, you know what's really going on, and what exactly her diagnosis, what kind of cancer she was diagnosed with, and what she did, some of the treatments that she did. There is no law against that. So nobody says you can't divulge those information. Nobody says you can't share those things. Those things are very, very important for people to know. Just so that, because she has a lot of followers, a lot of fans across the globe, who will really get some use out of the information that she shares. But if she doesn't share it, then how can people know and how can people learn? So I pray that she continue to get treatment. I pray that she continue to heal. Okay. Um. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. There's something I'm reading here. Oh my gosh. So apparently there are some people that are saying that. Remember Davido now? Hey God. Davido and Ichoma. There are people that are saying, I don't know if this is a coping mechanism. This is a very, very disgusting coping mechanism. So there are people saying that baby Ifeanyi came into this world. Hey God, this is not funny, but you guys know I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. If you know me, you know that I'm laughing because it's a defense, it's a kind of a coping mechanism for me. So there are people that are saying that Ifeanyi was sent into this world to honor his mother, to the statutes of marriage. So the reason why Ifeanyi came into this world is to ensure that Davido married Chioma. And so when the job was done, he do you, can, this kind of mindset can only be by somebody that is so brainwashed by society. Now the kind people will get this kind of mindset. Now in pastors, they feel they deceive. Now see waiting at the toxins. People with this kind of mindset are the ones that are most easily deceived by their pastors. Can you imagine somebody even saying something like this? I have seen so many posts about this, so many disrespectful posts about how Davido is responsible for for Chioma's for Davido and Chioma. Like I've seen so many disrespectful things, and all of them are doing it, in my opinion, for clout. Okay, this is what happens when you get addicted to views, to attention, and everything, and then you say one thing that a lot of that other people who share the same mindset but don't have the courage to say it agree with, and then all of them will flood into your social media because they want to hear you say it, because they like what you said, because you're basically their mouthpiece. You're basically seeing everything, saying everything that they have thought for the longest time. And because of that, they continue to reiterate this, they continue to push this nonsense, they continue to say these things just because they have become addicted to the attention, to the views. You see, like for somebody to even imagine something like this and say it, and there's so many, like I said, I have seen so many TikTok videos, Facebook videos, of people just saying all kinds of things, you know. These are the people that we are talking about, that I'm talking about when I talk about how brainwashed a lot of our people are. A lot of our people are so brainwashed, it is sick. Okay? A lot of our people are so brainwashed, it is sick. For you to just say something like this, totally dishonoring the memory of that beautiful little boy, because you won't clap, because the first time you said it, enough people ran to your page and they liked it and they agree with you. And so you felt, okay, since these people agree with me, let me continue to say this thing. Let me continue to say this thing. It's just, our people are so messed up, eh? It's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny anymore. And the fact that social media is exposing all these kinds of people, it's just crazy. It's bizarre. The social media is literally exposing all these people in their foolishness and the kind of awful things that they say out of their mouth. It's just weird. And they will say with their full chest, some of them, oh my gosh. Anyway, let me see some comments. I really have to go because I'm coming back in a little bit. Um, a drive through my city MC says, oh my God, really? Yeah, that's what they are saying. Vile, 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 vile people. Jade, see how false claims against people. I'm sure a so-called pastor have pushed this nonsense. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've seen somebody that parades themselves as a pastor pushing this, or a minister or somebody, something or the other, pushing this kind of not narrative. I've seen it myself. It's just not right. It's just crazy. Oh, did you guys hear that Kanye got married? Did you guys hear that Kanye got married? Kanye West. I don't care about him anyways. I just thought it was so funny. The guy has lost his marbles. So, what else am I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something else. I think I'll just save it for a different video. Because, again, I don't like my videos to be too long. So, I'm going to save it for the next video. And I'll come back later. Um, I'll come back later. Thank you all so much. Please, oh, everybody that is here, before you leave, can you please just hit the like button? How can I have all these people here and I only have this many likes? That doesn't even make any kind of mathematical sense. Doesn't even make any sense. Can you guys just give this video a like? Please give the video a like. Come on. We can do we can do better than this. We can do better than this. Come on, come on, come on. Keep it going. I'm looking. I'm looking. You know. This is literally all you can do for me, giving my video a like. That's literally all you can do for me. Okay? And I was gonna share, okay, I think I'm gonna come back. There is another video, there's a video that is trending online. I'm gonna come back for it because I don't want YouTube to demonetize my video. YouTube is crazy these days. Sometimes they're crazy. Sometimes they see one thing and they just demonetize. So I'll just come and make another video. Okay, thank you so much, Yvette. Yvette says, what time will you come back? I'll come back in an hour. I'll come back in 1 hour's time. Hopefully you guys will join me. And I wanted to make the video, I wanted to include the video here, but I don't want YouTube to demonetize my video. So I want to come back so that if they demonetize it, this video is so appalling and so disgusting, and everybody is at fault in this video. So I will come back and I will share with you guys. A drive through my city says, heard about it. What did you hear about? What did you hear about a drive through my city, MC? What is it that you heard about? Hmm. Now, wow. Let me see. Please, so you guys be very, very careful. Be careful of the people that the pastors where you go and seek for help. A lot of these pastors cannot help you. To them, you are just an opportunity. You are a money bag. You are just a means to an end for them. Okay? So please, 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 I beg of you, do not walk into a situation where you become somebody else's money bag. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? Oh yeah, Kanye West. Yeah, he got married, but there are some things that are just there's some weird stuff going on. I maybe if I come back later, I might talk about it. I might not, because I'm so tired of Kanye. I've had it up to here with regards to Kanye. You know, maybe if I use it to fill up the other video that I'm doing, they will not demonetize it, but we'll see. Yeah. But on that note, thank you all so much for being here. I will catch you guys later. I appreciate you guys. Bye.